Today I'm going to teach you how to make a house. Um, so I'm just gonna have to get used to moving around again and used to moving the camera and whatnot because I do not remember much of this. So, I do remember a lot of it, but some of it I don't remember, so you wanna hit create a game mod. And here you go. You wanna do mod name. We're just gonna name it tutorial. The last tutorial world I did was it. I deleted it because I thought I was never gonna do another one, but I'm gonna do it. Tutorial for YouTube and create the mod. So now once you have that, right click, new folder, apps, right click, new level, name it. I'm just gonna name it tutorial. You can name it tutorial house, tutorial act 1, because why not? It's nothing. Now you're gonna want to be in the content like 20%, like 80% of the time. So grab the sky sphere, drag it in, grab a directional light, then connect that directional light to this, and then just change some things if you want. But yeah, so now I'm going to create some things here. I cannot see anything. Well, there is nothing. No wonder why I can't see anything. Anyways, so going here, we can go to this landscape, and as you can see, there's an entire landscape. We're gonna do that, and then you want to go to paint. You want to set these as the layer info that it shows up as. If there's multiple, just try to find ground or grass, and boom, now we have some nice looking grass in our Halloween mud. So first thing you want to do is, of course, grab a geometry. Grab a box. I think, yeah, this is the right box. Okay. And what you want to do is just, where's the resize button? It's been a long time since I messed with Unreal Engine. You just want to resize it to something you like, I guess. Oh yeah, also go to basic and player start. You just put it on the map. Now okay, let's make that cube. So add a box here, and we're gonna make it a 1.5 by 1.5 by 1.5 box. Actually no, I knew 2 was gonna be good, so we're gonna make it a 2 by 2 by 2 box. And here we are. So here it is. Oh yeah, go to your directional light and hit movable. And now you don't see the preview. There's one problem, is that do I want to do it one way? Because there's one way to make houses and there's another way. No, I'll do both. So both, one of them is just making a bunch of, see, by going in here, clicking on hollow, and then making this 3, because I like 3. And now there's stuff inside of it, so you can see inside of it. But, actually, I'm going to delete the directional light, and then place a skylight, and then turn the intensity up. And that's what we're gonna do. We're not gonna add any shadows or anything. It's gonna be a boring classic mod. So if we play now, you can see that it's just a box. You got nothing. So what we're going to do is actually make something. there's two ways you can make houses. You could go box to box, another room with a box. Let me just show you that way real quick. So let's just make a little room. I don't really care about the textures. All that I care about is what the house looks like. So now we have a bigger box, and this looks like it'd be our house. What we're going to do is search up door inward, because we could just do this, rotate it, and put it into the wall along with a box brush. Don't forget about that box brush. Box brush is very important. So geometry, get a box, click it, subtractive, and there's our box brush. Get the point. So let's just, you don't want to make it too big and you don't want to make it too small. You want to make it so the door can open, if you know what I mean, because if doors don't open in your game, then doors don't open in your mod, then you can't really do anything. Unless it's like parkour or something. So, and there you go. My door can open, my door can close. It's perfect. Now what we're going to do is texturing. So just search wood, and you should get a lot. I'm just going to grab some random wood and place it on the outside of my house. But there is some nice wood. There is some really nice wood that you can use. Like for example, like this wood. This is the outside wood you want. So let's make it orange. The roof is going to be its own separate box brush. Oh my god, you can do that? You can zoom in the FOV? That's crazy. Okay. But our roof is gonna be our own box brush, so let's just do that. Hopefully there's no cuts. Nope. So just make a simple box brush outline, sort of, kind of. Just make simple rooms with the box brush. But the other strategy of making a house is way easier than this. Well, it's either easier or harder. I guess it's more simpler. So now we have multiple rooms. Multiple rooms. It's pretty nice. But this is the lame way of making a house. So I'm just gonna get a roof texture. Oop, that's not a texture. Okay. Anyways, we can make the roof. And what you want to do for the roof is actually get a box brush, make it subtractive, and then expand it, and then tilt it. And then what that is going to do is make a nice little roof. But see, you don't want it going through the entire map, so you really got to be careful on where it is. So that's why we're going to make this not hollow. There's not going to be that's why we're going to make it not hollow. It might sound a bit silly, but trust me, it'll make more sense later. Because later I'm going to show you a more efficient strategy of actually making a house, so the roofs and stuff and other things will make much more sense than just normally. So no, make it a bit tinier since it's just the roof. Now, of course, we can do the same here. But we're not going to do the same here. Because if we do the same here, we're going to see into the top here. That's why this is the less efficient way of actually making a house. But, yeah. So this is, and then on the inside, you could just put a box brush, to, like, make, like, a corridor or something. Like, pretty natural. But it's still not something I would do. Just because of how, like, look at how weird that is, the texturing and stuff. About the textures, but this is weird. Like, even with some, like, inside wallpaper texture. Like, even if this was the same wallpaper, it wouldn't look all that good if you're trying to go to another room, because of it. It's just weird on how this is just like bumped on the floor. So we're gonna make another way. I'm gonna show you another way of making a house. The way to make a house, and that is by making a couple big squares. Not too big, but just like big squares. We don't want to make it hollow at all. Let's make this house blue. We can do a roof here, but the thing is about the roof is that you can actually extend it without having to go through the thing. But we're not going to do that because it's going to take a lot of work. Well, it doesn't really take that long, but I don't want to do it. So about where you can go in the house, make a subtractive little box. Make a little, like, box in the game. Yeah, we get this. Let's get the ground. You're gonna make it like one frame before, but not that it starts flickering. And then we can just go like, and yeah, it looks really good on the inside, right? And then we can go ahead and get a door. So place it on the floor, but to where it shows the floor, and then we can do this. And boom. But that's not over yet, because we can get another box brush just like this, and let's say we want to expand the room that way. We totally can. Let's say we want to make like this. We totally can. Let's say we want to like make a room here in the corner. What if we want to make it like up? Like, what if we want to make it like go up? We can totally do that. This is the more efficient way of making a house. That's what I believe, than just placing random boxes around.